EU sanctions, which are indeed biting economically and in other ways here, not least for ordinary Russians as well.
Well, let's speak now to one of those on the Russian blacklist. Corazza Bildt is a Swedish MEP and a member of the Joint Commission for Ukraine in the European Parliament. Ms. Bildt, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We heard from Caroline Wyatt saying a number of your colleagues on the list see this as a badge of honour. I wonder if you do. I wonder if that's particularly helpful, in fact, and whether the fact that you are on the list is going to hinder your work in any way.
Well, I feel more proud than scared. Obviously, an action against members of the European Parliament is an action against the people of Europe that we represent. And trying to silence and censor us is going to make, at least in my case, and I'm sure also my colleagues, that our voice is going to be heard even stronger in Europe. I'm proud to stand up with the people of Ukraine for freedom and peace in Europe. They are making a list because we express our views. We are making a list because they invade another country. They break international law. They annex Crimea. And there's a difference between the two lists.
Yeah, in practical terms, does it make any difference to your way of working? I mean, had you any plans to go to Russia?
No, it will encourage me to be even more determined. As long as the Minsk agreement between Russia and Ukraine for peace in Ukraine is not going to be implemented, I will work even stronger together with my colleagues to have a united Europe firm behind sanctions and, if necessary, renewed sanctions as long as it takes. And I hope that's going to happen in June. If no positive move will be made from Russia.
Sorry to interrupt you. Would you accept that, I know one of your campaigns has been for the Ukrainian pilot Nadia Savchenko, who's been held in detention for more than 70 days, I think it is now, a considerable period of time. There is even less likelihood that she is going to be released now, is there?
I cannot say that. We, as members of the European Parliament, obviously the fact that they put it on this list means that we are seeing and that's effective, and that the sanctions are biting. I mean, she is in hunger strike in very bad medical conditions, and it's because of international law and humanitarian law that she should be released. She's been illegally detained. We also want to see truth for the assassination of Boris Nemtsov. And we will continue to ask for that. It's about international law. It's not about being against Russia. It's definitely not about being against the Russian people. It is that the Kremlin aggressive attitude towards Ukraine and also towards Europe is a threat to all of us.
Okay, you know,
and
also,
I hope that this is going to be eye-opening.
Yeah, you know also that there are some European Union member states who are less interested in sanctions and actually would sooner they weren't on the table. The discussion, the decision on maintaining them is due in a matter of weeks. The timing of this would seem to work very much in your favour, wouldn't it?
Well, I hope that it's going to be eye-opening, that there's going to be more consensus from the people of Europe behind their governments to take a firm position towards a Russia that is not implementing the Minsk agreement, that is self-isolating itself with a policy of satellite states which does not belong to the Europe of our time. We do not want to isolate Russia. And I hope that this divide et impera policy that is coming out of the Kremlin now is not going to have results, and that this list is going to make, in June, the member of the Council really unite.
We'll see if that happens. Corazza Bildt, thank you very much for joining us on BBC World News.